power come from, Shane, from a fighter? Is it because some guys try to hit, like Tim Bradley tries to hit as hard as he can, but the power don't show up the same way it would for you?
Power comes from your legs and the way you switch your body. It's almost like a tennis player, or you got a golf player. The one can hit the golf the furthest, or got the best swing. You know, that's what's gonna hit the hardest.
He's throwing that right hand, he's at 90 degrees, he throws that right hand, he drops it, and because he's a taller guy, he's dropping it down lower. So it's almost like throwing a baseball or throwing a football. So he's dropping it like a throw. And it's just because he's a taller guy. A punch, you know, everything is a twist. Everything is east and west. A lot of people think it's north and south, just like throwing a football. A lot of people think throwing a football is you're going here and you're going north and south. You're going back here. If you have a compass, it's east and west. And in our film study, we showed all the all-time greats with that foot being flat. Now we're going to talk about the degree of that back foot. What degree of angle that foot should be. That foot should be at 90 degrees. And if you look at all the all-time greats, that's what it was. It's no different than any other sport that's a throwing sport or a swing sport. You have that back foot at 90 degrees in boxing just like you do in football, just like you have it in baseball, just like a tennis player will swing a tennis racket. A golfer, a batter, that foot is at 90 degrees, that back foot. That foot's at 90 degrees, that's going to give you maximum twist, maximum torque on your punches. If you watch all the all-time greats like Sugar Ray Robinson and Joe Louis, and we have footage of Rocky Marciano knocking out Jersey Joe Walcott. We have Sugar Ray Robinson. I got film of him fighting Randy Turpin. When you see that back foot being at 90 degrees, and you see him turning everything into those shots. Because if you're 45, then that foot, when you turn that foot, you're only getting that much. When you're at 90, you're getting that much more on the torque of your whole body. You got the great Julian Jackson knocking out Terry Norris. You watch how he just steps up and he's at 90 degrees and he throws that right hand. Terry Norris never seen the punch until it hit him. One of the things we talked about in the last video is how coaches could make people that come in the gym that are familiar with other sports but not familiar with boxing, how they can make them feel more comfortable by relating it to other sports. That's why all the sports, the swing sports, like I said in the last video, and all the throw sports are the same. And that's why there's guys athletes that can play multiple sports very well because they understand body mechanics. Subconsciously or consciously, they understand that those body mechanics are the same. Boxing is the same as any swing sport or throw sport. And anytime you be on the ball with your feet boxing, always on the ball with your foot, always on the ball with your feet, you're going to fatigue. We're not doing calf exercises. So that foot has got to be on the floor. That's where your stability is. If you watch even Manny Pacquiao, I think that a lot of times people. It's a trick of the eye. People think that he's bouncing on the balls of his feet. But if you watch the film study like we watched today, this motion right here doesn't mean that you're bouncing on the balls of your feet. Okay? And he doesn't throw. When he throws the punch, even if he pushes off the balls of his feet at times, he replants to throw that punch. Anytime he's going to throw that punch, he's getting that great power from having his foot flat on the ground, or he's getting that leverage, just like throwing a baseball, throwing a football. He's got to have that foot flat to be able to throw that punch with maximal leverage. One of the things that I want to tell a lot of boxing coaches is that they can get across to guys that have just started boxing by relating it to other sports, because all the swing sports and all the throw sports, the body mechanics are the same. I mean, there's different endings, but they're all the same. You know, a baseball batter is going to be here. Boxing stance is a little bit more open, but that foot is planted. The back foot is planted, and he swings the baseball, and he swings through. The football player goes back to pass, and he drops that foot, and he throws the football. The baseball player, when he pitches, he's got that foot planted, and he throws. A boxer, the same thing. You watch Joe Louis, you watch Rocky Marciano, who we're going to watch here, a short little bit here. When you watch Marciano, when he knocked out Jersey Joe Walcott to win the heavyweight championship of the world, I mean, you'll watch him. He's planted, he's planted. It's just like a football player would go back to pass and then step, and throw the football. A baseball player would be here and he throws the baseball player. A tennis player would go forward and chase the ball and plant and hit the thing. He did the same thing. He's stepping, that foot's on the ground. He slides it, he slides it, he slides it, he plants, and he turns everything into the shot. And that's the key. You have to have the stability, you have to have that leverage, you have to have that balance.